Good morning, everyone. I love myself a good, productive Sunday morning routine. I always use my Sundays to really refresh, reset, and get into a fantastic mood for the upcoming week. According to the psychologist Ron Friedman, the first 3 hours of the day are the most precious when it comes to productivity, and our brain is most active and creative immediately after sleep. I like to take advantage and apply them to my productive Sunday morning routines. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. As soon as my alarm wakes me, I try to avoid hitting the snooze button. I only check for urgent texts or notifications, and all the other things can really wait. The first thing I do is I make my bed, which sets my morning off on the right foot and helps me to feel productive. After getting out of bed, I brush my teeth and I wash my face. For my skincare, I put on my favorite CeraVe lotion for my sensitive skin, and I also slather on some of my Elta MD sunscreen. Afterwards, I put on some makeup and do my hair so that I feel 100%. After that, I head straight to the kitchen because this girl is feeling dehydrated. I drink a full glass of water because hydration is key. Our bodies become so dehydrated after sleeping, and by drinking water immediately after waking up, our bodies can release toxins, which begins movement in our gut. And ultimately, this process improves our digestive system. Now I prep my breakfast. Alongside my oatmeal, I prep my favorite morning drink, a matcha latte. I love drinking matcha because it doesn't give me the jitters like coffee does. I am now enjoying my matcha green tea latte with almond milk. As I wait for my oatmeal to cook, I am going to read a couple of pages of this book called The Catalyst: How to Change Anyone's Mind by Jonah Berger. I really try to read at least 10 minutes a day, especially on the weekends when I have more time, because I really want to reduce my overall screen time of the day. My screen time has seen upwards of about 7 hours a day, so I'm really striving to put down my phone and just read pages in a book. I'm going to be completely honest. Growing up, I didn't read that much. I am a millennial, so I grew up in the era of rapidly growing technology. Back then, I didn't really see the value in reading. But now that I'm older, I really recognize the importance of broadening my mind through reading. Okay, so my oatmeal is done. These are steel-cut oats. Steel-cut oats have a particular soluble fiber that can help decrease blood cholesterol and stabilize blood glucose. They also have insoluble fiber, which really helps your bowels become regular. Now, steel-cut oats do take longer to cook than other types of oatmeal, 25 minutes on the stovetop. It's definitely not as quick as a instant oatmeal, but these steel-cut oats are higher in fiber and also have a lower glycemic index. I've also incorporated some healthy fats with some walnuts, also some protein with the chia seeds. This is a really balanced breakfast. It has some carbs, fats, and protein. This is definitely one of the things that I do to have a really productive morning. It helps me start out my morning on a really good foot. So I'm going to finish this, also this matcha latte, and I'm probably going to go journal after this. Okay, so I'm done breakfast. Now that I have replenished my body with nutritional food, I now try to work on things that affect my mental. That includes journaling, jotting down any of my thoughts that I have. This helps me to have a clear mind for the rest of the day. Also on Sundays, I do fill out my planner, jot down everything that's going on for the rest of the week, but make sure that I don't miss any of my appointments or any events or any hangouts that I was planning for the week. This really helps me to get a good grip on the upcoming week and to see what's to come. I've always loved to journal. Journaling in the morning really helps me tap into my inner thoughts and feelings that are difficult to access throughout the rest of the day. When I journal, I mainly jot down a few things that I am grateful for. Another thing I really love to do, especially on Sundays when I have a lot of time, is to meditate. So I'm going to do some meditation now for about 12 minutes. I use my phone to help guide me in meditation. This really helps me really find joy in my everyday life, decrease my stress, help me relax more. This really helps me to even sleep better as well. So my meditation was really great. It was really focused on finding joys throughout your life. It's really important to focus on those. I will be bringing that into the rest of my week and continuing to build fulfillment and joyfulness inside of my life. After I do a good amount of work that's not on screens, so after I read a little bit and journal a little bit, get some of my thoughts flowing, that is the time that I go and start working, and the first time of the day that I really interact with a screen for hours. At this point of the day, I'm going to go work on my videos and some of my concepts and my scripts for my YouTube videos. So let's head on over there. I've done a few hours of productive work for my YouTube videos. I feel really great, and now I'm gonna go do my most dreaded household task, and that is laundry. So let's go. So like I said, laundry is my most dreaded household task, but here I am showing up for myself so that I can have clean laundry, clean clothing, and a fresh start to the rest of my week. So here we go. I have a lot of different habits that I'm trying to implement for myself. When developing new habits, it's always best to take small, consistent steps over time. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, wrote, "Changes that seem small and unimportant at first will compound into remarkable results if you're willing to stick with them for years." I'm going to be honest and say I haven't done these habits for years. It's been a few months. But how I put it is, don't shock your system, change gradually but consistently. And that's honestly the best we can do for ourselves. As long as we are showing up consistently for ourselves, that's really all that matters. Now that I'm done with my laundry, I'm set for the rest of the week. The rest of my day will consist of eating healthy meals and probably doing either some stretching, yoga, or some cardio at the end of the day. I hope this video motivated you to have productive mornings and to protect your morning time, because that's so important. I used to just go with the flow and handle whatever comes my way, and that's a good way to live, but it's really life-changing when you can control your own narrative by starting off with a really productive morning, a productive Sunday morning to set off the tone for the rest of the week. Do you guys have a morning routine? I'd love to hear what you guys do in the morning to feel good and prep for the rest of your day or the rest of your week. Share it in the comments below and let me know what you do. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a perfect rest of your day and a great rest of your week. See you next time. Bye!